To the Matthew and Carlene channel. Today we are covering how feminists create worse feminists and why it's becoming a problem. So let's get into it. $5,000 for babysitting your younger siblings. Wow. And that's supposed to be generous? Okay. So, she's in her first year of college and she's majoring in acting, and apparently that workload is too much. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna be honest here. I could be wrong, but I don't think this woman is going to make it as an actress. And the reason why I'm saying that is because she doesn't seem to be mentally capable of accepting the reality that when you're an actress, you are entertaining men. Now, that's not me being sexist. That is just the reality that when it comes to the entertainment industries, where movies, modeling, sports, video games, sports, men are the primary consumers of those industries. They are. This is the reason why most female actresses retire at the age of 30 or move on to something else. Is also the reason why majority of female models they do their modeling by wearing exotic outfits, because they are entertaining men. This woman does not seem to be capable of understanding that. She really does not. Hey everybody, here's another way on how feminists create worse feminists. Feminist daughter is living at home while in college. That's a bit of a mistake. The reason why is simple. When the child turns 18, when they become an adult, they need to have experience living outside of the house, because they need to learn how to take care of themselves out in the world without mommy and daddy holding their hand. That's what they need. The feminist mother has clearly skipped over that with her feminist daughter. Hey, don't get me wrong. Even if the college she is attending to is in the same hometown, she still needs to live outside. She has to. She needs to live outside the house and learn how to do things on her own. She really should be. She gets an allowance and full access to her trust fund while in college. And that's not payment for babysitting your siblings? Yeah. This feminist mother is clearly not teaching her feminist daughter the value of money. She is not. And yes, do kids have trust funds? Yeah, a lot of parents set that up. But last time I checked, the correct way to go about it, is that the child is not supposed to have access to the trust fund until after the parents have died, because the whole purpose of a trust fund is so the child won't experience financial difficulties after the parents' passing. For example, when I was in college, my family, God bless their hearts, they only paid for the bare essentials. Dormitory fees, tuition, textbooks, meal plan, that was it. Anything I wanted to do for fun, whether it be going out to a restaurant or going to parties, I had to make that money myself by getting a job while attending college. Reason why is because living in poverty as a college student is good for you. At the time, I didn't really understand what my family meant by that. But now that I'm living out, making my own way in the world, I realized That's the biggest lesson of the value of money a parent can give their child. I am literally living debt-free. I have a pretty good life. This feminist mother did not do that with her feminist daughter. And this is the results. This is literally the results. The feminist mother cooks all of the feminist daughter's meals for her, and she also dresses the feminist daughter too, even at this point of her age. Because I didn't see the feminist mother or anyone, or even the feminist daughter saying that, hey, there was a time period when we stopped doing that. Okay, yeah. So, in case you guys have been wondering why there are so many women of our generation here in the West and beyond who don't know how to cook, there it is. Now, do I understand that, hey, it's technically the white job, hey, the household, you should cook for your child? Yeah, because you have to feed them. Yeah, but eventually you need to teach your child how to cook their own meals. They really need to. Notice how the feminist daughter keeps saying that, hey, that's the mother's job. Okay, yeah, sure. When your child who's growing up into adulthood, yes, you're going to need that unconditional love from your parents in order to develop into an adult. However, once you become a full-grown adult, that unconditional love is supposed to evolve into transactional love so that everybody, both parties, is benefiting from the relationship. For example, does my family help me out with stuff? Of course. That's the benefit of being in a nuclear family. But I always try to help them out in return. This feminist mother clearly has never taught her feminist daughter what love between two full-grown consenting adults actually looks like, which is transactional. She clearly has never taught her that. And this is another way on how feminists end up creating a worse generation of feminists. Because history and psychology has taught us many times over, people only truly value stuff that they worked hard to earn. They don't value things that is just handed over to them on a silver platter. This feminist mother has clearly never made her feminist daughter earn anything in her life. She clearly has not. Oh boy. Well, in case you guys have been wondering why there's been so many videos blowing up on TikTok, YouTube, whatever, etc., about how girlfriends end up having nowhere else to go after their boyfriends or fiancés dump them or break up with them. Right there. Right there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that will help explain to all of you. Anyways, that's all we got time for today. If you like this content, by all means, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. It really helps us out. It really does. Peace out, guys. Peace out.